If you could live green, would you? I'm Nick Fedorov, host of Things Green, where we introduce nuggets of green lifestyle from gardening, upcycling, answering your questions, sustainability, even discussing environmental issues. You can become more confident in making the right decisions for you and your family. So come along as we are Things Green.
Things Green is brought to you in part by
Southland Sod Farms, creators of genuine marathon sod. Pre-grown tall fescue grass. More information at sod.com.
Dram Garden Products, makers of watering tools since the 1940s. Committed to saving water with handheld tools, hoses, and water wands. More information at dram.com.
And that's the way you keep your plants moist. Hi, I'm inviting you to come down to one of the free home shows where I give free garden talks. All you have to do is go to my website, thingsgreen.com, to see when the dates and the venues are at.
Being out in the yard and garden has never been so fun. With playful laser cut, garden, pet, and yard signs. More information at InStyleSteel.com.
John Delmatoff Backhoe Service has been serving Southern California for over 22 years and is a proud supporter of Things Green.
Buying it seemed like such a good idea at the time, but it's just not working for you anymore. No worries, we'll take it. Habitat for Humanity Restore. Donate today to help people in your community build strength, stability, and self-reliance.
Okay, so this is a real life farm.
Yes, it is.
Man, oh man. You know, a lot of times people think of farming of being animals, sheep, goats, cows, but this right here, this is Central California. You're the guys who feed the world.
We do.
Yeah, isn't that it? I mean, think about it. That is just really an amazing feeling, isn't it? Knowing that what you grow goes literally everywhere.
It is sent throughout the world.
Yeah.
And you know, we have something, a heritage, you and I.
A little bit.
A little bit. See, we both been nicked. Our grandfather, Nick, he started farming. He had cattle, he had a dairy, he had alfalfa, he had different things. Then he moved on to planting grapes. And this is where we come in. We picked this up from him.
So we kind of have it in the veins, don't we?
It is traveling in the veins, yeah.
Now these grapes right here, what kind of grapes are they?
These are Thompson seedless.
Thompson seedless. Now if memory serves me, when I was a little kid, I used to come and help turn the trays and the raisins and things of that nature. Those are the same kind of grapes that he grew back then.
That same
identical.
Type,
same identical. And they're
the
table
only
grapes.
difference is today that we are certified organic.
And that right there is pretty interesting because it wasn't always that way on the family farm.
Never.
Never. And we actually kind of bumped into each other over at the farm show, and his enthusiasm for growing organically just really fired me up, because I remember you saying something very interesting. You said that if you knew today, way back when, you would have switched over to organic 100 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why?
Why? Well, number one is what we eat is what you are.
Okay.
Okay, when we, in the
I'm
past.
I'm not DDT?
You were.
I was.
I think it sweated out of your veins. But today, what we do, what we use, is all certified organic materials, non-toxic. We use materials that are made from orange peels, from geranium plants, cinnamon, all different kind of things that we never thought of.
So, what was the motivation behind wanting to go organic? Okay, it's all about the money. See, what he saves on razor blades, he takes and he puts in his toys. So.
Yes, yes. Now, farming of any type today is a matter of being sustainable. How can we continue to farm facing all the challenges that we have today? We have regulations that are terrible. Things that we can use, things that we can't use. Air quality, water quality, everything is thrown into the batch. And so here we are, we have to survive. And what does it take to survive? It takes more money. We don't get any more money for our product as a conventional grape raisin. The only way we could do it is by going organic. Now, organic costs more. It takes more time, more labor, more effort, but the rewards.
How interesting. So this whole farm right here, where it's all organic.
Yes.
We could frolic through here knowing that body parts aren't going to fall off.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, when you, is there a way to tell by looking at a vineyard? By the way, that's what this is called when you have a whole bunch of grapes together, like
A vineyard.
So when you have a vineyard, is there a way from the naked eye to tell that it is an organic farm?
No.
No way whatsoever.
No way.
Okay. But are your yields larger because you're gone organic?
No.
No, same thing.
They've dropped
and it's
down.
more expensive.
And it's more expensive.
Wow. You guys are crazy. You know, they say
Yes, we are.
farming is legalized gambling. That's exactly what
It absolutely is.
that is something else. So you, in a sense, you could kid all year round about the bottom line, but you're really not making more money, but you're doing things that are just much more better. Therefore, life is better.
Life is good.
Good. Wow.
Life is beautiful.
Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at this thing over here. This is a tractor that you would use on the farm, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't understand. Do you pick these things up and you start doing your exercising? What's that?
When you get tired of driving the tractor, you come out and do your curls. No, these are weights. These are about 110 pounds a piece.
Okay.
And the purpose of these is to put more pressure on the front of the tractor to where you can steering is more positive.
Oh, okay.
Because when you lift up, example, if you're pulling a disc, a 3-point disc, and it lifts up and you have this 3,000 pound weight on the back, it has a tendency to want to teeter. So it keeps the front end down.
Okay, so that's the reason for the weights. Okay, now I noticed that these tires over here are nothing like I would find in my pickup.
No.
Well, this is a different kind of tread. What's going on here?
Okay, that again is so that you can track in soft dirt.
Oh, it's for soft
So
dirt.
this is called a rib tire, and it's so you can have positive traction.
Okay. Now, I see that the rubber in here is really tall. Do these things ever wear out?
Yes.
They do. So you
They
have to
do wear
replace
out.
them.
Yes.
Okay. So these are filled for air, with air, not the foam.
Air and water.
Air and water.
Water.
Why do you use water? Really? So the weight's
Yes.
really important.
Weight is very important.
Look at that. I'm in the right spot. I'd make it
More water. You would make a good farmer.
Okay, so with the weight on the front, weight on the bottom, that takes it at the bottom like this. But these tires, this is a typical kind of tire on this.
Yes.
Okay, why is this not like that?
Well, this one here is where your drive is, and this is for traction.
Okay.
And again, it's filled with water up to here.
Wow. How do you get water in there?
Through the valve stem, you lift it up off the ground, you bleed all the air out. And then there's an adapter that you take the valve stem off,
Oh, like a little faucet.
and you put the hose to it,
I had no idea.
put in the air until put in the water,
Uh-huh.
and then the water fill will stop. You can hear it. Then you bleed off the air, and you keep filling it with water.
My goodness.
And then you fill it with water up to here.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So you're intentionally making this much more heavier
Heavy.
for the traction because of the things that you're attaching to
Attaching to it.
I see. Now inside here, I see that we have we're in a little cubicle. You're inside here, and this is where all your yelling and screaming happens, and all that
Yes.
kind of stuff, huh? Now,
Yeah.
now I know that the average temperature at this place is about 6,000 degrees.
You were here before.
Yeah, I have been here before. Is this air conditioned?
It's air conditioned.
Oh, nice.
It's got heating, air conditioning, radio,
Oh.
stereo.
Oh, the only thing you're missing is a potty.
And he's resting right now. He worked all night.
Oh, I see. Okay, so here we have other parts of the tractor, and you have two things that are going on over here, which is pretty interesting. Earlier, you mentioned the word 3-point. So that has to do with this gizmo, doesn't it?
That's right.
Okay.
These 2 points here and the third point here.
This one, this one,
and that one.
Okay.
And that's where you hook up your disc or your shanks and different implements.
Okay.
With a spray rig, no.
Okay, with the spray rig, we're doing something different.
Yes.
We have a regular hookup like
Yes, a ball hitch.
ball hitch. Okay. And
And-
this right here looks like a gear of some sort.
That is a PTO drive,
Okay.
and that powers the spray rig.
Okay. And
Up here, the hoses here, not that one,
Not that
but here,
oh, in here.
those are hydraulic hoses that control the wings on this spray rig.
Oh.
This is a 2-row spray rig,
Okay.
full 2-row. And the arms reach out, swing out, and you can do 2 rows at a time.
So you're really maximizing your driving time as opposed to our grandfather, who was probably doing it by hand.
Yeah,
Or maybe a little tiny tractor coming through there.
it's all about efficiency.
Yeah.
So we can do 2 rows at a time. And with this spray rig here, it's quite unique.
Yeah, unique. Unique and unique.
Unique.
And this
It's
is
unique.
This is unique. Oh, okay. Okay. So what makes this so unique about it?
This is it's called an electroblast, and it's made by Progressive Ag in Modesto, California. And what it has here is electrostatic plates.
Okay.
Okay, you have 11,000 volts on these plates.
11,000 volt. Boy, that's a shocking experience.
If you touch it, you will be lit up. You will be,
And not necessarily in a good way.
well, it might be a good way. If you want to go real quick, that's a good way.
Okay, so why is there so much voltage in here?
Okay, what this does, it puts a positive charge on the droplets. See, these are special nozzles here. Okay, your input material comes in here, and it's distributed out through these fan nozzles. Okay, and what it does when it comes out here, it gets a positive charge. And this positive charge, when it's applied to the vine, it is a negative. So it's attracted to the vine. Instead of the material being volatile and going up.
Okay, so it's coming down. It's spritzing down, right?
It's
misting?
Misting.
So it's misting down, and it's coming out of there. It's being positively charged through those 11,000 volts.
Yes.
Through that, and this mist is now electrified, right?
Yes.
And then this is negative?
This is negative.
Negatively charged.
You have a wire here, a metal stake. You have a stump
Okay.
that goes into the ground.
Okay.
This is negative.
This is negative right here.
And so it attracts the opposite.
Opposites attract.
They attract.
Okay.
Okay, so when you're spraying down the row, instead of it volatilizing and going up in the air and into the atmosphere, polluting the air,
It stays to this.
all the material stays in the canopy. So as a result, we use less material, less water. It does
water out of the
sprayer.
sprayer. Because that was a 400 tank? Or
400 gallon.
400 gallon tank. Okay. Okay, so you're using less. Now, does that settle on to the ground?
Most of it goes into
The plant.
the plant,
Okay.
into the foliage.
All right.
Very little of it goes onto the ground.
On the ground.
Almost none goes into the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
because I remember when we were a kid, they would have the crop dusters come out and
spray.
and they would spray, and that stuff. I mean, it would go
Went
everywhere,
everywhere.
just everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's not happening with this.
No.
Wow. So, what I'm getting out of all this is that farming is a science now.
Of course.
It's not. It's just not. You can't feed the world without this being a science.
You know, we had a politician said if you want to grow corn, all you do is dig a hole and threw a seed in there and sprinkle some water on it, and you got corn.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way.
Hey, did you know that corn is the only agricultural crop that does not grow in the wild? It has to be grown by a farmer. There's no other way to do it.
No other way.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And the original corn was almost impossible to eat. It's native to Mexico, and it was just this tiny little thing like this that had a few kernels on it, and they were able to develop it to how it is today.
Thank God, otherwise we wouldn't have tacos.
Yeah, and Tuesdays. Yeah, those two go together. And Thursdays and Wednesdays and Mondays. Okay, so the material, now I just assumed, because I did touch the moisture that was in there, and because the machine isn't on. So is all those herbs and things that you were talking about, is that what goes in that spray?
Yeah.
Oh.
We put sulfur, which is a organic compound. We put potassium bicarbonate. And you know what potassium bicarbonate?
Yeah, use it for your stomach.
Soda. It's
Yeah.
good for your stomach.
Yeah.
We use that.
Okay.
And we use that for
Mold?
powdery mildew.
Powdery mildew, okay.
Okay. We put a material called organic Vitazyme. We put a material called Oral Boost, which is made out of orange peel, oil from the orange peel. And then we put seaweed, and we put calcium, 7% calcium.
And this is all stuff that you can mix in together, or this
We mix it together.
separate spray times?
Yeah. In fact, all this material that I told you about, you could take it with a teaspoon or a tablespoon if you like it that much, and eat it, and it's a health benefit to you.
Well, that I don't want to do. I'll tell you that right now.
Health, I said health.
Health benefit. Good. Okay, so all right. So with this all being said, I do know that there are certain cultures that will take and they will use the grape leaf and they wrap it, and I think they call it dolmas, don't they?
Yeah.
Something like that. So they would have to get those kind of leaves from these kind of grapes that are from an organic farm.
No, they get them from everybody.
Really?
Yeah. But they like ours especially because they are organic.
They are organic.
In fact, they're picking them right now.
Oh.
Yeah, they started picking. They're going to start picking my ranch on Modoc.
The actual leaves they're picking.
The leaves.
Really?
They have hundreds of people out there.
So you don't wait until these are.
Oh, no, no.
Really?
No, hey, they're very particular. They want them tender. They have to be a certain size,
Okay.
a certain shape, without any blemish.
Okay.
Okay. And they go through and they'll pick a few. Oh, this is about the size that they want right here.
Okay.
And then they come and snip it off, and they can't have any stem on there.
Okay.
But they'll take this
And they would have to
and they
stack them up.
lay them up, they stack them, they carry a cardboard box, and they stack them in there, and they get paid by weight.
Wow.
And
But they're not taking and because it has those criteria, they're not coming back and they're just not
oh no,
stripping like the whole thing like that.
very selective.
Very selective because you need these leaves here to protect the grapes.
Not only to protect the grapes from the sun, from sunburn, but you need that leaf to make the sugars that you need.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis is very important.
Exchange of starches and sugars with the sun.
And then also the chlorophyll.
Ah, the green.
The green
Like
is very
things
important.
Green. The things are green. Things green. That's where you're at. Yeah, there you go. That's not a maple leaf. That's a grape leaf. Okay, so here we have these. We have this one right here. First off, look at the size of that trunk. How old is this one particular vine?
This one here is probably, I know it's over 100 years old.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
So as long as you take care of these things, they'll just keep on producing. for you.
producing.
Okay.
Now
So-
take a look at that.
Oh yeah, turn behind you over here. Oh yeah, look at this.
See, that's a new vine.
Uh-huh.
So that is a young vine. That vine there is probably 4 years old.
All right. Now what's all this coloration on here?
That is just from the weather. It doesn't affect the vine or in any way. Now that one there is a younger one.
Wait.
Then we have some over here,
This one's younger.
younger than that one.
Okay, so you're replacing stuff.
Right here, we're replacing this one right here. This next year, we'll be pulling this one out.
Now why are you pulling it out?
Because look at the shape of it, and it's not producing like it should. Here's one that we had to remove.
Oh wait a minute. So yeah, so now you have that's like a naked pole right there.
That one doesn't have any greenery on it at all.
I mean, how do you know to decide to pull this one out,
Okay,
replace it?
if it gets real weak, and if it doesn't have any canes for the next year, if they get termites,
Oh, they'll actually get termites in.
oh yes. So when they get to where they don't produce or they get misshaped, we plant a runner. We take a cane. Let's see if we have one here.
So you can actually get these don't have to be grafted, right?
No.
Oh.
Here, I'll give you an example.
Anything I've
here.
ever taught you in life, just throw away.
Okay, what we do is we'll take a cane that is long, like this one here, and we will take it and we'll go all the way down, dig a hole about this deep, come straight back up, and tie it to the post.
Oh.
Put the dirt back. It'll root, and then after 2 years, we come and take out.
So that one, all right, so this one over here, that's what you did.
That's what we did.
You took this,
That's exactly what we did.
okay, so this had a runner at it on one
Yes.
time. Is it separated now from the rest
It
of the
is
plant?
separated now.
Wow, this is interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been such an education. I want to thank you very much for allowing us to come on your farm and teach a little bit of what my history came from. And hey, I grew up a city boy, what can I say?
Yeah.
These guys wouldn't play with me on the farm.
Threw rocks at him. He would never cooperate.
But much success with this organic farming and continue that. It's the infectious nature of what you're doing over here is really neat, and I hope everybody understands how important this is because they literally are feeding America, and it starts right here in America's heartland of the Central Valley. So thanks a lot, I appreciate that.
Thank you very much, brother.
All right, thank you. All right, can I get out of this heat? This is horrible.
What do you mean?
It's horrible.
It's only 90 degrees. Wait till it gets 110.
Are you working from home? This buys a temporary peace of mind until you realize your home is a magnet for germs and disease. Disinfecting one time is good, but it's not a substitute for routine, ongoing maintenance. The CDC currently recommends routine, frequent cleaning. This gets expensive when you're using can sprays, if you're able to find them these days. Instead, use a recommended bulk cleaning product or disinfectant in a hand pump sprayer that can reach areas with multiple spray patterns. We need to focus on cleaning doorknobs, handrails, the tops and bottoms, counters, toilet seats and handles, plus children toys, to name a few. If it can be touched by germs, it needs to be cleaned everywhere. And having a sprayer in hand at all times gives you comfort knowing it'll be hard to run out, because you can simply make another batch to protect you and your loved ones. Thanks for joining me on another excursion of Things Green. Our goal is to educate, inform, and entertain so you can become exposed to a green lifestyle inside and outside of the home and community, all on your terms. Join me next time right here as we help you with Things Green.
Things Green is brought to you in part by
Southland Sod Farms, creators of genuine marathon sod. Pre-grown tall fescue grass. More information at sod.com.
Dram Garden Products, makers of watering tools since the 1940s. Committed to saving water with handheld tools, hoses, and water wands. More information at dram.com.
And that's the way you keep your plants moist. Hi, I'm inviting you to come down to one of the free home shows where I give free garden talks. All you have to do is go to my website, thingsgreen.com, to see when the dates and the venues are at.
With continued support from Cole Tomato Cages, planting, growing, and harvesting. More information at colemetals.com.
John Delmatoff Backhoe Service has been serving Southern California for over 22 years and is a proud supporter of Things Green.
Buying it seemed like such a good idea at the time, but it's just not working for you anymore. No worries, we'll take it. Habitat for Humanity Restore. Donate today to help people in your community build strength, stability, and self-reliance.